So don't choose a college just because how people look. Because the reality is this: once you go to that college and come out of that college, in the real world, we all look different. We all think different. We all have different backgrounds, different ways of thinking, and different beliefs.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Are you in the process of making a college decision? Are you right now considering going to college A or college B? You see, this school has admitted you, this school has admitted you, this school is giving you a scholarship, this school has not given a scholarship, and you're trying to determine if a college is right for you? Well, check this out. In this video today, I'm going to show you some mistakes to avoid when choosing a college. Yes, I'm going to show you about 15 things that you want to avoid when choosing a college, and hopefully it would help you make a better decision. Welcome to the KANTIS Simmons Show. Hey, what's going on? KANTIS Simmons here, school success expert and a guy who is absolutely passionate about making sure you succeed in school and make sure you succeed in life. Now, it's that time of year where, students are having to make decisions about what college to go to. Parents are having to have conversations with their student to make sure they pick the right college. Well, today I'm going to talk about some mistakes to avoid when choosing a college. You see, I have on my Norfolk State University sweatshirt. I decided to go to Norfolk State University over some other schools that I had. And today I'm going to talk about and give you some things to consider when choosing a college. Now, in a previous video, I talked about some things that you want to look for when choosing a college. In this video today, I'm going to talk about some mistakes you should avoid. All right. Now, while you're here, and just because you're here, I want to make sure that I give you the opportunity to get resources to help fund your college education. You see, I realize that the number one reason students don't go to college and the number one reason that students drop out of college is because of a lack of money. So just because you're here, I want to give you access to a free college funding roadmap. Yes, it's a workshop that I've done, a free workshop. I break down the 9 steps that you need to take to fund your college education. If you want access to that, simply go over to KantisSimmons.com/workshop. Yes, KantisSimmons.com/workshop to get access to that free resource. All right, so let's jump right into it. I got about 15 things that you want to avoid when choosing a college. Are you ready? You ready? Cool. Here's the first thing. Number 1, don't rush the process. Yeah, don't rush the process. I found that a lot of times when people make hasty decisions, it can end up being the wrong decision, right? So wherever you may be right now, maybe you're a high school senior and you're graduating soon and you're trying to determine what school you want to go to. Listen, don't rush the process, right? Searching or selecting the college that you're going to is almost just like selecting a house or buying a car or looking for that great prom dress or that great prom suit, right? So you don't want to rush the process. You want to go through the proper procedures to know what the school has to offer, know how the school feels. Yeah, by taking a college visit, like you want to drive it around the same way you would test drive a car. You want to talk to people who went to that college, and that's part of the process. So don't rush the process. Make sure you take each school, you go through the process so you can make the best decision for you and your family. All right. Second thing to avoid, don't be a follower. Now, let me just be honest with you. When I came out of high school, a lot of my friends, a lot of my classmates, a lot of my bandmates, like we all wanted to go to Florida A&M University. Now, Florida A&M University is an amazing college and university. When I was coming out of school, they had a really good band program. They still have a really good band program, right? But honestly, at that time period, I wanted to go to the school because it was cool. And all of my friends were going, and all of my bandmates were going. But thanks be to God, I chose not to become a follower, but I had to do what was right for me and my family, right? So now when you are selecting a college, don't be a follower, right? Now listen, of course, they're your friends. Of course, they're your classmates from high school. But when you go to college, you're going to find new friends. You're going to find new classmates. You're going to find new bandmates, whomever, what it may be. Don't be a follower. Make a decision that's right for you based on the education you're going to get, based on the skills you're going to develop, and based on what's right for you. All right, so number 2, don't be a follower. Number 3, a third mistake to avoid the legacy lure. Now you say, what's the legacy lure? Well, my granddaddy went to this college. My daddy went to this college. My older brother went to this college. So I should go to this college. Yeah, that's something that you may want to avoid, right? Now understand the lineage and the legacy with your family, but here's the deal. Does this college have what's going to benefit you in your career? You see, your granddaddy, your dad, your brother, they all have their career. Or your sister, your mom, your grandmom, whatever is in the legacy, you want to say, you know what? I am going to this college because it fits. I'm going to this college because they have the field of study that I want to go into. I'm going to this college because I'm comfortable going there. And I feel like I can learn and grow and expand. So something that you want to avoid is getting trapped in the legacy lure. All right, here's the 4th thing. Avoid choosing a college out of rebellion. Yeah. Maybe you don't like what your parents have said about a certain school. Maybe you don't agree with their feelings about certain schools in college and life after high school or life as a young adult. And you say, you know what? I'm going to go to the school just out of rebellion. Yeah, they didn't say, I'm going to go to this school out of just to tick them off. Or I'm going to pick this college just to get as far away as possible from my parents. No, that's rebellion. And that's the wrong reason to pick a college. All right. Again, choosing a college, I believe, will determine and can determine how successful you are in life. All right. So don't choose a college. Avoid rebellion. Here's number 5. Avoid picking a college because you are a diehard fan. Yeah, like I was a diehard Clemson University fan. Why? Because I like their football uniforms. Yeah, the orange and the purple, man. Oh, it's a beautiful color. So growing up, I love Clemson. So does that mean it's right for me to go to that college? Just because you're a diehard fan, maybe of their athletic teams or the colors of the school or the mascot, no. Again, you want to choose a college that fits for you, that's going to prepare you, that's going to help you. Don't choose a college just because you're a diehard fan. Here is number 6. Avoid choosing a college because of the temptation to party. Yeah, okay, let's keep it real, right? Some schools are crunk. Some schools are hype. Some schools are dope. They have great parties, fraternity parties, school parties. They have great activities. Here's the reality. All schools have activities. All schools have parties. Avoid choosing a college because you think they have amazing parties. I honestly believe that parties are exciting because of the people that are in the party. So here's the deal. Like if I'm in a party, it's going to be a great party. I don't care which school I go to. If it's an activity and I'm a part of the activity, I don't care what school I go to. It's going to be a great activity. So avoid choosing a college because of the temptation to party. All schools have parties. All right. Here's number 7. Avoid choosing a college because of how the student body looks. Yeah. Don't pick a college just because of the student body looks. Let me talk about it. For example, you want to go to a school just because it's a historically black college and I want other people to look just like me. Or you want to go to a predominantly white institute because you want to get away from blacks. Or you want to go to this college because the student body looks prestigious. Here's the deal. HBCUs, PWIs, public schools, private schools. Listen, we live in a world where there are people from all different backgrounds and ethnic groups. All right? So don't choose a college just because how people look. Because the reality is this. Once you go to that college and come out of that college, in the real world, we all look different. We all think different. We all have different backgrounds, different ways of thinking, and different beliefs. So don't let how a student body looks to be the only reason you choose that college. Again, you want to choose colleges that's going to prepare you with the skill set and the mindset to have a successful career in life. All right, here's number 8. Here's another mistake to avoid when choosing a college. Avoid because you assume the worst. Man, I don't want to choose this college because it's on the West Coast and you live on the East Coast. Man, I don't want to choose this college because it's going to be snowing, it's going to be cold. I don't want to choose this college because I'm going to be lonely. I don't know anybody there. Yeah, avoid picking a college because you are assuming the worst. Oh, that's a long drive from home. I'll never see my parents. Listen, don't assume the worst, right? Don't just pick a college because you think something's bad is going to happen or you're going to be lonely or it's too far, it's too cold, it's too hot. Don't assume the worst. Whatever college you choose, that's the college you choose, and you choose it for the right reasons, not because you're assuming the worst. Here's number 9. Avoid choosing a college because of location. They say location, location, location. It may be in a great location, but it could have a poor department. It may be in a great location, but they don't do a great job of supporting their students, especially students as they leave. It may be in a great location, but the class size, the learning environment is not conducive to what you need. Yes, location is important, but what happens when you get there? Are you able to move around? Are you able to enjoy it? Are you able to learn? Right? Like, I'd never ever heard of Norfolk State University before I decided to go there. Before my senior year, right? I've heard of other schools, other historically black colleges, but I decided to go to Norfolk State because they had a great science department. I decided to go to Norfolk State because they treated honor students with honor. Had our own little floor in our dorm. We had support. Not only that, for me, it's about 7-8 hours from Atlanta from my home. It's not too far, it's not too close. It wasn't because of the location, because listen, when I got there, I got there. I would come home, whenever I came home, but it wasn't all on location, right? So don't just pick a college because of location. Don't just pick a college because it's right down the street. Don't just pick a college because you can get to your child in less than 2 hours. It's gonna be okay wherever they are, but pick a college because it fits, it's right for you and your family, all right? Avoid choosing a college because of cost obsessions or carelessness. Yeah, so let's say, for example, you say, wow, the cost of this college is this. Yeah, it looks cheap. Or the cost of this college is this. It's very inexpensive. We can do that. But are you careless to really dig into to see what are the other numbers, other fees that go along with that, right? Don't over obsess on how much it costs or how much it doesn't cost. Now, whatever it costs, you want to make sure that you have the resource to be able to fund it. That's why I always offer my college funding roadmap workshop. And you can get it at KANTISSIMMONS.com/workshop. Okay? So don't obsess over the cost of it. But do your due service, do justice, and identifying the pros and cons from going to that college. Here's number 11. Avoid choosing a college when you've never visited the college. I say, don't pick a college if you've never visited the college. Now listen, all colleges look good on their website. All colleges look good in the brochures that you're receiving. All colleges look good with their 3D virtual tours. But listen, if you buy a car, don't you test drive the car? If you're buying a house, don't you test drive the car? The house? Walk through the house? If you're renting an apartment, don't you go and inspect it and walk around to see if it fits for you? The same thing is true for a college. You want to visit the college. You want to test drive the college. You want to go and see how the classes look, how many people are in the class. You want to go to the dormitories and figure out, hey, how are the beds? Are we sleeping in bunk beds? Are these suites? Is this co-ed? You want to visit the college to make sure it fits for you. So avoid choosing a college when you've never visited it. All right, number 12. Hopefully you're enjoying these. Number 12, don't choose a college, right? You want to avoid this mistake because you rely on their reputation. Yeah, you're relying on the reputation. Oh, the reputation is, this is a good school. The reputation is, wow, they are tops in their field. The reputation is, when you go to this school, you're going to get a great job. Avoid that reputation. It's a reputation. So what you got to do is do your research to make sure you walk through the process to see if it's a great fit for you. Number 13, avoid choosing a college because of pushy parents. Yeah, parents, don't push your students. Yes, parents, don't push your students to go to a college just because you like the school. Don't push your students to go to a college just because you went there. Don't push your student just because you know somebody there. But you want to take the time to make sure you have all the details, have all the information that you need to go to that college. Parents, listen, yes, I understand you want your students to succeed, but don't just push something on them because of your opinion. Go through the process, investigate. Number 14, avoid choosing a college because you have a one-track mind. This is the one school you want to go to. I've always wanted to go to that school. I don't know why I'm changing my voice, right? You've always wanted to go to that school, but there are other amazing schools out here as well too. I want you to consider your options and go through the process and don't just have your mind stuck on one school. Number 15, avoid choosing a college that specializes in your current major. You say, what? Yeah. When you become over-specialized in a certain field, what happens when you come out of college and that field may go down? Or what happens when that field flops? And if you have a specialized degree at a specialized college, will you have the tools, the skills to be successful? So my idea, my desire, my suggestion is to find a college that's great in your field of study, okay? But it's not overly specialized, so when you come out, you have the schools to be flexible, to be able to take on other job opportunities. You got it? So number one, here are the things, the mistakes to avoid. Avoid rushing the process. Avoid being a follower. Avoid the legacy lure, Avoid being rebellious, just trying to tick your parents off. Avoid the fact that you're a diehard fan. Avoid the temptation to party. All schools have party. Don't just pick a school because of party. Avoid the mistake of just looking and focusing on how the student body looks. Avoid assuming the worst. Think positive. All right? It's an experience. It's an opportunity. Avoid because of location, right? Avoid overly obsessed on the cost or the lack thereof. Avoid going to schools or choosing schools that you don't visit. Avoid relying on their reputation. Avoid being pushed by your parents and they are pushy to go to a certain school. Avoid going to a school and that's the only school you've ever considered, having a one-track mind. And avoid colleges that over-specialize in your current major. All right? Was this helpful? Are these some things that you can consider when making your college decision? All right? Listen, down below, let me know if this was helpful for you. Let me know what schools you're considering. If there's any way that I can help you, let me know down in the comments. All right? Also, don't forget, if you need some help funding your college education, simply go over to KantisSimmons.com/workshop. Yes, KantisSimmons.com/workshop, where you can get access to my 9-step college funding process to walk you through what you need to do to find the resources to fund your college education. KantisSimmons.com/workshop. All right? Was that good? Or was that good? All right. I'll see you in the next episode. Again, I'm Kantis Simmons. Remember this, there's only one game in life that counts, and that's your A game. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.